A warm welcome to another episode of the Ironvan Adventures. My name is Dirk and I'm currently standing in a small park called Mlilwane in Eswatini, formerly known as Swaziland. Swaziland is a small country in southern Africa, and the reason I am here is we have a brand new shop opening up in Eswatini. But before we get to that, the official opening day, I'm going to explore Eswatini a bit. I've got a few days and to see what Eswatini has to offer. But before I get into this journey, this current park I'm standing in, Mlilwane, I've got to tell you a small story about a guy named Ted Riley.
Ted Riley was born in 1938 as a native of Mlilwane and went on to become Swaziland's pioneering conservationist. The Riley family observed the decline of wildlife in Swaziland, which deeply affected a young Ted Riley. Witnessing the spiritual significance of wildlife and the widespread devastation it faced across the country, Ted Riley made the decision to change this once farming land into a conservation marvel. He transformed Mlilwane into a sanctuary for some of the kingdom's remaining wild animals, using his personal resources and unwavering dedication. Despite minimal support from the British government at the time, Ted took it upon himself to realize this vision. With the endorsement of the Swaziland king and a small team of rangers, along with a single Land Rover named Jezebel, Mlilwane Wildlife Sanctuary came into existence. A significant tree planting initiative was launched, creating wetland systems, constructing dams, and introducing aquatic plants. Even dead tree stumps were strategically placed to provide nesting spots for various creatures. Indigenous animals of all kinds were collected, ranging from water scorpions, fish, frogs, and insects to the few remaining larger animals, all brought to the safety of Mlilwane. The early days of capturing game for Mlilwane are the stuff of legend, with many stories often embellished still recounted around campfires. Through the steadfast support of the monarchy, international backers, and individual commitment, Mlilwane expanded to 10 times its original size, becoming a cherished destination. Starting from nothing, Eswatini now proudly boasts multiple designated protected areas, including Mlilwane Wildlife Sanctuary spanning 4,600 hectares, Hlane Royal National Park covering 25,000 hectares, and Nkaya Game Reserve spanning 10,000 hectares. This enduring legacy is the result of Ted Riley's extraordinary efforts.
I'm sitting here next to a dam in Mlilwane, and on this island there's a few big crocs here. There's a sign that says watch out for the flat dogs. In Afrikaans we say plathonde. I am terrified of crocodiles. It is the perfect predator. It eats about anything. And interesting little fact, when they lay their eggs, the temperature difference between the eggs determines the sex. It's a dinosaur. It's really a dinosaur. I love them though, but so scared. There's one right at the back of the car here in the bushes. If you're not going to be careful and you step on that, you're going to have a bad time. Mlilwane is a small park, doesn't have really big game, but it does have crocodiles and hippo and beautiful, stunning birds. So I just stopped to the side of the road to try and get some shots of what looks like white-fronted bee-eaters, but I'm not sure. Birders, please correct me. But Mlilwane is definitely a park where you're going to have some awesome birding.
I did a quick stop at the main camp for a refreshment. The park does have nice formal accommodation as well as a host of activities, including hiking, horse riding and mountain biking. The main camp has a fire which has been burning for more than 50 years. They even cover the fire when it rains. But do be careful, the warthogs lie next to this fire in the evenings, so you could say this is their forever burning heater.
Mlilwane Park is about 20 to 30 minutes from the Ossoek border post in South Africa. Nothing to complain about at the border post. It was fairly easy getting through, and I'm on my way to Mantenga now. I've just exited the park. I'm still sleeping inside the park, but there is a cultural village and a waterfall. Let's check it out. Just behind me is the Mantenga waterfall. It's located at the Mantenga Cultural Village, and if you're in the area they also do dances, but it's a beautiful waterfall and a small little hike, and it's definitely a must in Eswatini. Right, Mantenga done. Now I am on my way to T Road. It's a spot where you drive up to see the entire valley this side. Recommended by Richard from Brake Shop. Now Brake Shop is our platinum dealer in Eswatini, and you will meet Richard later in the episode. But let's go check out T Road. Right, I am back at Mlilwane and I am on my way up the mountain to a very interesting place. This is a place where they used to execute people. They used to push them off a rock face, and it's called Execution Rock. Let's go check it out.
It's all in our hands, this life of time. That's given to us all. It gathers round each night, each morn. We watch it pass and grow. It is all in our hands, it is all in our.
It's a brief 4x4 journey to reach the summit of Mlilwane Hill, followed by a 20-minute hike to reach Execution Rock. While ascending Execution Rock, I couldn't escape the thoughts of what it might have been like to hike towards one's own demise, knowing that a leap, one way or another, awaited. This historically significant boulder is located within the Mlilwane Wildlife Sanctuary and was traditionally the site where criminals in Swaziland met their end. Upon reaching the summit, they faced a choice: to leap with dignity or to be assisted downward by spears. Its African designation, Mlilwane, translating to little bird, poetically captures the haunting beauty of how these unfortunate individuals appeared as they descended to their fate.
The walk to Execution Rock, I was trying to imagine what it would be like to be on death row on your way to jump off that rock to your death. Firstly, it's quite a walk to get there. It's about 1 kilometer up and down. It takes about 20 minutes. And when I stood on the rock and I looked down and I said, well, this is it. This is you. Goodbye. It's a terrifying feeling. Look, it's going to be a quick way to go. I'd rather choose that than be eaten by crocodiles or something ridiculous. Let's go camp. Right, relaxation station. So Ironman 4x4 sent me some new gear. This is the LED lantern. It's a rechargeable micro USB lantern. It's got little legs that folds up like that. So you can actually adjust your height there. It's got a little hook at the top so you can hang it from anywhere. It's got an adjustable dimmer, and then it charges for about 4 hours, and at full tilt it can last for about 10 hours, which is pretty neat. Different colors, and the crazy red one. Ooh, I like this one. And I just want to give a massive shout out to Dirk from Treater Wines for sending me the Cape Fern. This is the Shiraz, I think. It's delicious, all the way from the Cape in Eswatini, and that was a nice day of adventure. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Cheers! Some steak on the fire, and then sleepy time. Oh, it's so good. I should take smaller sips. It's a chilly morning here in Mlilwane. Some beautiful night sounds, a couple of nightjars, heard some owls and bush babies were screaming through the night. And I've just finished up a nice coffee and I'm on my way to Hlane. That's also part of big game parks. There's 3 parks in Eswatini as far as I understand. It's Mlilwane, Hlane and Mkaya. Mkaya being the one that's a bit more upmarket. So here at Mlilwane as well, you do get formal accommodation, but I have to tell you that the campsites here at Mlilwane are exceptional. The bathrooms are clean, it's a very nice setting between the trees here. It was a very pleasant stay. So I'm on my way after this coffee. Wish I could have slept in a little bit more. It's quite chilly this morning. Here we go.
From Mlilwane, it's about an hour and a half to Hlane Royal National Park, and at the entrance gate there is a wall of confiscated snares and poacher equipment. Eswatini has taken a firm stance against poaching and has become a safe haven for endangered game.
This is the brand new Ironman 4x4 camp chair. It's got a nice little bag here at the top where you put your bag that the chair comes in, and you have a nice neck support, 2 straps on the side for lumbar support, nice cup holder on the side, and it's super comfortable. Hlane National Park. I adore this place. The campsites are really nice, lots of bird life. I think just behind me here there's a small African scops owl sitting and calling, so I'm going to try and film it right now. And the park's been busy, so there are lions, there are rhino and there are elephants, but the lions are in a separate camp and the game drive vehicles are super busy, and I'm not a big fan of super busy game drive vehicles, so I'm going to do the self-drive routes. And just behind me here at the campsite, 23 teenagers pulled up to camp tonight, so it's not going to be a quiet night, but I'm going to go to a place where you won't normally find teenagers. So let's go check out the bird hide. Okay, I'm on my way to the bird hide. The bird hide's about 20 meters that way, but I just stopped to look at this little forest. Look how spectacular this is. And it seems like no one is at the bird hide, so it's just me. But wow, it's just, it's magical. I love this place, I really do. You have to come to Hlane when you're in Eswatini. You have to. This is epic.
The bird hide had little action, so I headed back to main camp to see what the other waterholes had to offer. An empty game drive vehicle was available to have a quick look at Hlane's bigger animals.
Ironman 4x4 sent me another cool gadget. So this is the area light slash spotlight. So the spotlight, there we go, it's got two settings. That's the one, a brighter one. I tested it out last night. It's very, very cool. It's nice to find owls and birds in the trees. Just remember not to shine into their eyes, just shine next to them. And the other little feature that this light has, it's got an area light. So it folds out like that. Oh, it's a bit bright in your face, sorry about that. And if you're walking in the bush, you can just carry it and you've got a nice area light around you. Just bring it up there a bit. And then this thing twists. So if you want to put your flashlight down, it can act as a nice area light. The max runtime on the spotlight, I think, is 8 hours, and the area light about 4.5 hours. Also rechargeable, and it charges for about 4 hours. Tonight, I'm very basic. I'm gonna have a Vorsrolls, so that's, nearly blinded myself there. So that's Vorsrolls, and I want to sleep early tonight, maybe have a beer or two and just chill out in this beautiful, beautiful place, Hlane. The kids are not making too much of a noise and it's been a wonderful day. So, see you tomorrow morning.
Streets feel alive. We're mixed with light.
Let's see if we can do this in one take. I am currently standing, and sorry for my hand here, this is for the microphone, at Mlilwane Nature Reserve. This is a beautiful nature reserve, very close to the South African border. There's some hiking trails, there's a waterfall, there's an awesome zip line, and I was hoping to do everything, but unfortunately there's a massive cold front that came in this morning at Hlane already, and this is going to be here for today and tomorrow. So unfortunately this is the end to my Eswatini trip. But I've still got Mlilwane and the open day happening at Brake Shop, Ironman 4x4's Platinum dealer. Sorry, I'm shivering. And that's also the reason why I'm in shorts, because I didn't plan for this. But yeah, I have to come back to Eswatini and explore the other places. Just a few places that I want to mention if you do visit Eswatini is Ngwenya Glass. As you pop over the border post, it's very close. It's a place where they make glass sculptures. They blow it, and it's these beautiful small elephants, big elephants, all kinds of different sculptures. It is awesome to see, so go stop there. And then the other place that I would highly recommend if you're not so much camping and more glamping is Mkaya Nature Reserve. That's awesome, beautiful setting and an epic place to see rhinos. Rhinos are currently very protected in Eswatini. I think they're protected everywhere, but this is kind of a safe haven for them. So I would highly recommend to visit Eswatini, and I would like to say thank you so much for watching the episode. I am so sorry, I feel I've let you down, that I didn't show you a little bit more of Eswatini, but I'll be back. And if you do like the videos, please like and subscribe. I actually think it's snowing. It just came out of nowhere. So thank you so much. I am on my way to Brake Shop for the Ironman Platinum dealer opening in a couple of days. Hopefully the weather clears out by then. But yeah, see you next time. The next trip is a big one. It's going to be Zimbabwe, Mana Pools. That's like the epic location in Africa for wildlife sightings. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.
My name is Christian Du Plessis from Ironman 4x4, and welcome to our brand new Platinum dealer here in Eswatini.
My name is Rodney Mountjoy. I'm the owner and director of Brake Shop.
Hi, my name is Richard Darnay. I am the director of Brake Shop and Engineering, which is now Ironman Swaziland.
In 2008, I was working at a mining company because I'm a qualified engineer in the mining industry, and I approached my wife and I said, listen, we've got to look at something for our retirement, so we need to invest in a business or something. So we decided, okay, let's try our luck with Brake Shop. At that stage, Brake Shop did just brakes and truck and trailers suspension parts, and we thought, oh, maybe this is the way to go.
Brake Shop Engineering started probably about 15 years ago. Swaziland doesn't have that sort of market. No one was supplying it. Everyone was crossing the border to get to SA.
We decided that we need to diversify. Joan came out of the tyre business. It meant synergy, this is going to work. So let's go start tyres. So we started tyres within the first 2 years of owning Brake Shop. As we plodded along with Brake Shop, guys came in to quite often say, why don't we do this, why don't we do that? Can you build us a tow bar? And we did all the very basic things, and then Richard, our son-in-law, who is also director of the company, he said, well, let's do, why don't we do 4x4 properly?
Brake Shop Engineering is situated in Matsapa, so it's kind of like the industrial hub of Swaziland. There's two other big towns, Mlilwane and Manzini, but what's happened the last couple of years, Matsapa has become sort of like the hub for businesses and import, export, it's where it all happens. Ironman for me, it's something I always saw when I was younger, and you always wished, like, one day will I ever have this, or will it be part of my life, or can I afford it, or how will I get this one day? And when it came about, having it now in our shop, it's almost like a dream come true, because you're looking in through the window that you once were looking through, if you know what I mean. So for me, it's a dream come true to have Ironman here with us personally and for Swaziland. So it's a big step up for Eswatini and for us. We're a complete one-stop shop. You can bring your car in, we can do your tires, we can service your car, we have the fitment areas for it, we can do alignment, we can fit your suspension, we have the proper shock testing machines. We've got everything that you need in-house under one roof.
And that's where we are today. We're going to do our major launch today, and it's fantastic to have them aboard.